baseball players for over 130 years. And with his team in Cincinnati on a recent road trip, Dodger outfielder Joc Pederson makes the 100-mile drive to the company's headquarters to observe that process firsthand.
Get that smell of wood?
Yeah. So these are the billets?
Yeah, these are the billets. These are ash. You can tell by the long grain. Some of these might very well end up being your bats.
When I first walked in the factory, it was cool. You know, they had them drying out. They had the different densities. They already had it like weighed out for like what billet would go for each model. Can you tell like what ones are going to be good grains and what ones are going to be like, you know what I mean? How like
basically what happens is when it comes in here, it's already graded into like professional retail.
Really?
We always love it when Major League players come visit us at Louisville Slugger. It gives us an opportunity to show them exactly how we make their bats. They're usually very surprised at all of the hands-on action that it takes to create a Major League player's bat. So this is where we turn your bats. This is the CNC lathe, computer and numeric control lathe. It takes it about 30 to 40 seconds to turn this billet, which is 37 inches long and 3 inches in diameter, into the shape of your bat. It's a very scientific process, much more scientific than most people realize, you know, to get to the finished product the way you want it when you step into the batter's box. Right now we are at our burn branding station. On your ash bats, you often will get the burn brand logo the old school way. The cool thing about this is we showed you the CNC technology, which is 2018 technology. The burn brand technology goes back over 100 years. This heats up to about 1,400 degrees. Pretty sweet, huh? And so the initial burn is on there, and it'll go through the sander and sand that down and take that scorch off of there. And this is how we do it.
Ooh, it smells
you know
so
how this
good.
is done. It smells great, doesn't it?
Oh, so sick. I never understood how much work goes into making a bat. It's very much an assembly line to the finished product. Everyone is really good at what they're doing, and I think that's why they continue to produce a super consistent bat for such a long time.
All right, Joc, next stop is the vault, which really, for us, is like Fort Knox. It's where we keep the over 4,000 turning models that we've made in our 134-year history.
Are these all the bats ever made?
So these were either actual game-used, approved bats that the players used, or a model that they made that they had their hands on, and they approved that this is the one that they wanted them to use to make their particular bat.
So the vault was probably hands down my favorite part, just because they had everything you could think of, any model that anyone's ever thought of in that room, and it was incredible. Are there stuff in these? Or are these actual bats?
These are actual bats. Joc reminds me of the stories that I've heard about Ted Williams. Ted Williams used to come to the Louisville Slugger Bat Factory many times during his career, and he was always looking for a way to understand better how the bats were made and find anything that all could give him a little bit of an edge. And Joc, he was basically doing some research and development in our bat vault today. He was looking at all those 4,000 plus different models that we've made throughout our history and trying to find different barrels that he liked, different types of handles and knobs that he liked.
When I hit my hand like on the top of the bat, I'm listening for the higher ping to see the density of the wood, and some harder wood billets are saved for special models because to create the weight and the length of it, it needs to be more dense. I can't even get to the ones up there. Losing half the battle, huh? I could have spent a week in there, but I did find some models, and I wanted to get created in like with my name on them, and so I could test them out and kind of just see if I like some bats that some other people have swung in the past. There's so many.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. Here's a few things that we pulled for you to show you. You thought you might have some interest in. You ever heard of this guy, Joc Pederson? Those are his bat order records.
P89. I haven't seen that one. Where's P?
The P's?
P89. like it, Dad. Sorry.
With a team back in LA the following week for the season's final homestand, the bats Pederson ordered in Louisville have arrived at Dodger Stadium.
This is one of the bats I got from Louisville. I picked it up and it felt good, and it had a shiny red barrel, and I've never really swung a red bat, so with the hitting coaches I mess around and I call it Red Rocket.
Pederson's affinity for his new red bat grows after his first plate appearance in Game 2 against the Padres.
Drilled down the right field line. Gone! Leadoff home run for Joc Pederson. 24th of the year.
My confidence is as high as it's ever been with Joc, and he's really grown these last couple of years. And just for it to kind of play out like it is, and he's having his best offensive year, you know, all around, and it's fun to watch.
It's a deep down the left field line, and he has hit it out. The Dodgers have hit more home runs this year than ever before. The Dodgers improved their record to 86-69, and now 7 games remain.
Joc's right where he needs to be right now, and all the guys throughout the lineup are doing some good things.
It's fun to be a part of when teams are hitting homers, put up runs quick, and yeah, hopefully we can keep that going.